Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be Case Keenum, the 6'1 QB out of the University of Houston.
And what a career he had for the Cougars. How about over 5,000 yards passing in 3 seasons there, each of 3 seasons? And it hasn't stopped because last year in Minnesota, 2017 for the Vikings, over 3,500 yards, went 11-3 as a starter. He still has the magic.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
Let's focus outside on Demaryius Thomas. His numbers were down slightly last year. First time in the last 5 years he didn't top 1,000 yards. But this guy's been to 5 Pro Bowls. And when I think about the evolution of his career, from his time at Georgia Tech where they were running an option offense and he didn't catch much more than bombs, to now being a complete receiver, no reason in my mind to think he won't be over 1,000 yards again in the future.
They run. Anderson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Anderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defense defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Here's Keenum now on second down. And he completes it to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they? Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front. We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say? Play action. Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it? No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs. And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays. Methodical, and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs. And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck. He navigates. He manipulates. He cycles through progressions with laser-like focus, and he can make any tough throw that you need because he'll stand in the pocket and make it happen. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this is across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second down, here's Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Here's Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like that.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Kai Forbath on for the extra point.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A Bronco first down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Keenan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a first down throw. Keenan, a dead ball to Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Broncos on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Running for it. Here's Anderson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Keenan. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, here's Keenan. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a first down throw, Luck. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And
that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Keenum. Dancing to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. After the interception, here's Keenum. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Keenum. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game. The wheel route? Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands. Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively? I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way.
as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Luck. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Luck now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. To the air again. Luck throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Luck. Caught by Nelson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Luck. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Keenum. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll fake it. Now Luck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.J. Nelson, 65 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Keenan now to throw. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Keenan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Luck. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Luck throwing again. This is Colt. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are in for 6.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Cohen. Room to run inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the toss, Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
the red zone now. Keenan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know
that he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos are in for 6. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Geno Atkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, and a 360. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do that.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Luck now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, it's Mack. And some room to maneuver. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on second down is Long. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
This is Cohen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll rifle it and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
first down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And now they'll throw with Keenum. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability. In evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. He'll get it up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Keenum on the move to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better. as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Out of the gun, Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, it's Love. And avoids the contact by sliding. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a first down throw. Love. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Luck now to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Love. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Love. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They go for just one here as it's up and good. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And Denver getting set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good. Mary left.
They run. This is Cohen. Room to run past midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Let's go, let's go.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Denver, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.